When it comes to horror films, they notoriously don't get a lot of love from the critics, and before seeing Insidious The Red Door, there were many bad reviews, and I thought to myself, let's just go in with an open mind because we've seen many times before that the film is actually better than what they say. So is that the case with this film? No. Insidious The Red Door was very disappointing. This film is very much about the relationship between fathers and sons, but it just doesn't know what to do with it. This entry takes us back to the Lambert family from the first two Insidious films. 10 years have passed since those films, and also 10 years have passed in the story as well. It's clear early on that Josh and Dalton have a troubled relationship. As Josh drops Dalton off at college, he's pretty much a moody teen.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
The film then just takes ages to get going, and it's like it forgot it's only an hour-and-a-half film. And it also felt like it forgot it was a horror film as well, as it was focused much more on the drama side of things and horror moments were just sort of sprinkled in there. A lot of these moments are things we've seen plenty of times before, whether that be a character looking under the bed or a scene where there's a character in the background slowly approaching and getting more in focus. As well as being a main star in the film, Patrick Wilson also directs this one, and it's his debut in the role. And I think with hindsight, he may look back on this and think, maybe I should have had my first outing as a director in a film where I'm not a leading star in it, because it did come across that he bit off more than he could chew here. The most notable horror scene is in the trailer, and that includes an MRI scan, and the reason behind that is because you do get that claustrophobic feel to it, and also that there's a good lead up towards the scare. However, when it comes to the other scares, a lot of them are just your typical jump scares, and when it gets to the nitty and gritty at the end of the film, it's not really that scary. It has a few of the demons you've seen before, but nothing where you're going to be like, whoa, wow, that was really gripping me to my seat. Dalton's roommate Chris injects a bit of energy into the film, but I mean, it's not hard considering Dalton is so miserable most of the time. If you're excited to see Rose Byrne and Lynn Shay once again, you may want to temper those expectations because they're only in a handful of scenes.
Well, that sucks!
Insidious The Red Door is yet another sequel where it prompts the question, was this even necessary? And we've seen on many occasions that these sequels just lack direction and they want to hone in on that nostalgia. And unless you're a massive fan of the Insidious franchise, I'd say avoid this film altogether because it doesn't give you a better ending than Chapter 2 did, and also this new film doesn't do enough here where you think, oh, that was an enjoyable horror film. So what is the purpose of it? Nothing really. Well, unless you want to see Dalton take some art classes and go to a frat house where they're serving food out of a diaper.
Ew, gross.
So yeah, Insidious The Red Door doesn't get out of first gear, but hopefully the next horror film which comes around is a better one. But let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments below. July is a packed month for films, and I do hope to get out quite a lot of videos in that time. My voice is still pretty bad because I've still got this bloody illness, so hopefully I recover from that ASAP. But anyway, enough of my rambling. If you want to watch another video, on screen is one which is apparently pretty damn good.